Today's glam is sweet, glossy, and flirty. If you're interested, keep watching. My name is Brittany, and let's get into it. Let's get into these brows. I'm using a concealer brush and my foundation to shape them. And for those of y'all that are new to my channel, hey, what's good? What's up? What's poppin'? Hello? Hi! Thank you so much for watching, and please don't leave. Stay. And tell me about your Valentine's Day in the comments below. Mine was pretty chill. I filmed this tutorial for y'all, got all cute, took some photos, and then went out on a little datey date. Literally loved it. I had a great time. Now for my next step, I'm taking the IT Cosmetics foundation brush, and I'm using that to apply my foundation. For this look, I did not use a lot of foundation whatsoever, and I love that for me. We saving money. Oh my gosh. Oh, and I applied I applied some orange color corrector for dang it, I could even talk. I applied some orange color corrector where I have dark spots and hyperpigmentation. There, I said it. Whew. Not picking up any more product. I'm applying the leftover that's on my brush on my under eye. I really should be using a green concealer because I got redness, but whatever. Now here we are. I mixed all three of my concealers and don't know why I did that, but I used that to carve out my brow bone on the end and also the inner corner of my eyes. To be fair, I don't really know why I did this. I didn't even know what look I was going for. I just started going, and here we are. Eyeshadow time! I took this fluffy brush and I'm just winking that out, kind of like a cat eye type of look. And then I took this small, I don't even know what this brush is. It's a small little pointy thing. And I'm using that to help intensify that dark shadow that I applied on the edges. And then I'm taking a big fluffy brush to help get rid of some of those harsh lines. Once that's completed, I'm taking a mini fluffy brush this time with a lighter shade just to give it that gradient ombre effect. Oh my gosh, I said taking a trillion times. I gotta update my vocabulary. Going back with that unnamed brush and the dark eyeshadow, we're smoking out the under eye. I want that cat eye effect, that boom. When it comes to foundation, sometimes less is more. I literally use 1 to 2 droppings of this foundation, and I still had some left over on the pan. And I think that is partially due to me utilizing a foundation brush. However, I do not recommend using foundation brushes to blend. I would go in with this kind of buffing brush to help pack that into the skin and, you know, remove all those streaky lines. Next up is blush, and yes, I'm using my broken 99-cent store brush. Gosh, I miss the 99-cent store. Anywho, I was trying to do that pink under eye look. So, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know. So I just went on ahead and put some concealer over it to try to fix my mistake because I didn't necessarily like the direction that I was going with it. You know what? It's not that I didn't like it. I was just very uncertain and unsure. But we're here now. We gotta commit. I ain't finna rewash my face for the sake of the video. No. Instead, we're just gonna blend it out and thug it out. This is the part when I realized that the undertones of my skin, the concealer, and the pink liquid blush were all kind of clashing together. It's not coming out bad, but I think I want to try this again just with different undertones to see how it's gonna come together. The contour, let's get into it. I grabbed an angled brush so I can carve out the sides of my nose, and then I went in with a little bit of concealer down the bridge. This concealer was obviously not light enough, so I went in with something lighter, and then I used my fluffy fan brush to blend it out. I now prefer using a fan brush for nose contours because it already aligns with the grooves on the side of your nose and into your brow bone. It just made things more convenient for me, to be honest, and I'm really enjoying it. So if you guys have never done that before, definitely give it a try and let me know how you like to use the fan brush. Okay, now for one of my favorite steps, and that is setting the under eye using these triangular velvet sponges. I like to use a triangle shape because I feel like it gets into the nooks and crannies of your skin much easier. And when I'm utilizing these sponges, I like to pack on the setting powder. Some days I do it a little bit, but when I want my makeup to just stay on all day, I just keep pressing it into the skin. One thing I do take pride in is having minimal touch-ups throughout the day. And I achieve that minimal touch-up by just packing it on. Just keep going. And even though you might look casket sharp just for a little bit during this process, you won't look casket sharp for long. Like, you're gonna come back to life. Then after, you dust off the excess and hop into your nose contour. To set my contour, I'm using a fluffy brush and a contour powder and doing the same thing that we did earlier. Whatever was applied with the cream is now getting powder. And as you can see, I'm putting on my face powder now because we gotta set everything, set it all in place. So obviously I'm putting on my mascara incorrectly, and that's for a reason. I'm taking all that excess product on the end of the wand and I'm applying it to the gaps in between my false lashes and my real lashes to help it blend together. Moving on to the last step for the eyeshadow, and that is the inner corner highlight. I love it so much. It just brightens and opens up the eyes. Y'all, we got some goodies. This is the star of the show. Shout out to YSL for sending this to me. We have this Make Me Blush 24 buildable blurring powder in the shade Fuchsia Fizz and the YSL Love Shine plumping lip oil gloss in Stardust pink. I honestly thought I wasn't gonna like the lip gloss as much as I did, but when I swatched it and seen all the reflective pinks and purples in the light, I was like, okay, this is my vibe. And then I barely tapped my brush into the blush and it showed up like a superstar. I was feeling myself. I really was. I was like, wait a minute. I think this is going to be my new favorite pink blush. And those little tiny sparkles of shimmer that are baked into it, it adds that nice touch. So yes, this is going to be a new staple in my makeup routine. Ooh, it's time, y'all. It looks so pretty. In times like these really make me upset that I do not have a good macro lens for my camera, because this is just not picking up the way that it does in real life. Like, look at it. Nice. Now let's talk setting spray. For this look, I chose a dewy finish and I soaked my face in it to help give me that skin-like look. And this is the finished product. I thought it came out super flirty and dreamy and pretty. I hope you guys liked it. My name is Brittany, and thank y'all for watching. See you next time.